Hi all, welcome to the quite a comprehensive amount of content in the form of Play of the Month, POTM Bamba, Flashback Khedira and Marquee Matchups. So quite a lot to get through into this, folks. If you can smash links, I would much appreciate. Sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, G is a legend. All links are down below for plus the channel and social media links as always. Comment down below if you're going to do any of the SBCs, where it be Marquee Matchups. There is the Polish Independence Day set as well for a kit, but obviously the main focus was being just these three SBCs. Obviously kit SBCs is completely up to people's discretion, of course. So right off the bat, I would say for Khedira's SBC, 140k, it could be worth doing. I would say wait till the new season drops, see if there's anything else that may swing the card in any shape or form, but it's definitely not an easy decision. It looks a well-rounded card, but I feel this card's got a bit of room to drop still, and you'll hear plenty of people say, oh, all it needs is a shadow or a hunter or whatever. It's even then, that's not going to make much of a difference. It's the team itself around it, and the person that uses it, that matters, and also what alternatives there is as well. Personally, I would at the moment say it's good, a good card. Where it's worth 140k is a different matter. Now, in terms of like him as a card in general, like the pack return is awful. Like, it doesn't take a rocket science. Like, you're not going to get really any coins back unless you suddenly get something paying out. That's half the situation. Now, obviously, from a SBC wise, if you're trying to trade with it, Real Madrid, Juventus / Piemonte Calcio, German players from 83 to 86. Well, Real Madrid 82, 83s for them and Juventus, but you're most likely focused on Juventus if honest, unless it's like Asensio and Buffon will probably be the most common, and then German is going to easily be like Lionel. The Bamba discussion is going to be quite a big one. 300k, 330k to do. Is he even worth doing? Absolutely not. He's like double the price of what Fatty was, and to be honest, that is probably the best comparison, is Fatty and Bamba. Like, Bamba's inform costs you 20k. What's annoying is it's like when Fatty's SBC dropped, that was about, his inform was about 25k. Now it's like basically discard, and it's like Bamba's inform is like 22k, but I see no true justification to say, oh, it's worth doing. Regardless, like, yes, there's a big stats difference between obviously the inform and the Player of the Month. Like, there's 163 in-game stats for those. That difference, it's +3 pace, +6 shot, +8 pass, +4 dribbling, +4 defending, +4 physical. So when you kind of break these stats down, like, yes, there's on Bamba's want to Fatties, namely in dribbling just marginally by 1, +2 extra shot, 5 extra pass, 5 extra physical, 5 extra defending, but has 2 less than 2. But if I'm honest, this should not be 3 routes. No way. If you're going to go realistic, this should have just been a 2-route SBC at about 150-200k at tops. Like, I was even thinking it would be like between 1 and 200k realistically. I think even at lowest, I think I had it 80k, but like realistically, I was aiming in my head, I thought between 150-180 would be a realistic ballpark figure, because I thought Fatties is kind of like the comparison to go for. But the inform, as I said, is 20k for Bamba. That might free fall a little bit potentially, but I would keep well away from this SBC in all regards. Like, we'll go over the stats as well for Khedira and Bamba. Like, he looks well rounded, I won't deny it. Obviously some weaknesses in him, but it's like any card. There's always a weakness in every card. It's just how you utilise that weakness to turn into a positive. But you've got a week to decide if you want to do them. Obviously, as I said, we've got a new season and potential ample content to kind of drill through the week. Bamba, yes, he's 4-star, but even if he was 5-5, it's like some people are saying, oh, imagine if Mbappe won now, or he'd be like 5 million coins or something. No, realistically, Mbappe would win like 2.5. He always would be. If anything over that, then you know it's just kind of, they're really taking the Michael. But for me, I just see there's nothing in this card that would make me say, oh, it's worth doing. I'm like, the only people that will do this card is if you're a Leo fan, French, or you're trying to collect every card in a game. That is the only reason you're going to do this card. And in all honesty, I would not put 300k into it, but it's each their own, I suppose. For Marquee Matchups, there's about 85k worth of packs this week. Apologies for no predictions, simply because they're not as desirable as they used to be, I'm afraid. But I'll maybe still put them up. I think this week as well I've just been more focused with streaming, so you forget time commitments. Now, first two routes you can just go check Ligue as usual. They just kind of make it easy for me. It's all you pretty much need to do is pretty much build one league for the first two squads, as long as it's fairly straightforward. Like, it's nothing too strenuous about it, as long as it's ticking a 74 rated squad, and Czech League has enough goals to work with, so it's not too shabby on that front. Leeds Arsenal is a bit of a pain. I did try and have to build a few like perfect links and that, but it's nothing too strenuous. It's just it's just using what you have in your club and trying to make it easy. As I say, I'll even show like minor adjustments with the second route as well. But I would say realistically, they are only really worth doing if you're either really badly wanting packs, or you've got fodder that's like untradeable, that's just doing nothing. And you get a small Prime Electrum Players Pack, Jumbo Gold Pack, Jumbo Premium Gold Pack, Prime Electrum Players Pack, and the rare Electrum for finishing it. We just tried to go German as one way about it, just to kind of mix up, and it was also trying to ease the pressure on leagues. I was initially trying to look at Spain as well, but then it was like, I thought like Spain or France, or that was maybe just completely daft, so I was trying to go for a nation that's maybe not as affected. But it's like, you can copy them if you wish, but at the same time I wouldn't, because at the same time I'm just trying to go off quickness is ideally, but also try to keep it as cheap as possible. The last route for Athletic Bilbao and Real Betis, I just went with the what do you call it, Ligue NOS, Portuguese league. Fairly straightforward really. You can change Murillo for a Spanish centre back if you wish. We'll actually show you an example as well with Sherman if you just want to be wary of chemistry, simply because everyone I'm using 3 players that I've actually packed, so chemistry is a bit of an issue. So before you rush in like, oh, I'll copy that route, the Murillo we will change in this, and I'll even show, even if you try to change the right back, for example Ristovski, it makes no difference, but I'll show this anyways. Like, you can like, the reason why as well, like, you could change it to Eli as well, but I would preferably, just for safety net reasons, just go like Spanish centre back, as long as it's 77 rated. Like, the reason why we don't work with Eli is just due to his rating and the overall rating of the squad. It doesn't fit, so that's kind of, it's like just a straight swap. But I'll just show for chem, like, it works, but for overall rating it will not. But all in all, folks, that is it for the week. So plenty to cover there, but hopefully you find it useful with all of the various guides and so forth. Let me know in the comments down below, as I said, if you're going to do any of these SBCs, and what you got from your packs, or if you've done Khedira or Bamba, what you think of them. Smash the likes always, folks. Sub to channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, G's Legend. Take easy, all. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all later.